The Marsh Boys Podcast is brought to you by
Papa Earl's, Cajun seasoning at its best. Use it on chicken, beef, fish, vegetables, Bloody Marys, and everything in between. Check out their fish fry for that perfect golden crispiness and that great Cajun flavor.
And Top Down Decoys, the most affordable silhouette decoy on the market. Their horizontal and vertical styles are both a perfect fit for adding numbers to your snow, speck, and Canada spread.
You can check out all of our great sponsors through the link in any of our social media bios. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Hey, take it!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Marsh Boys Podcast. I'm your host, Brian.
And I'm Ryan, and Brian, we're here today because we love you. We sat you down here because we need to talk about something.
Okay. It's not this, is it?
No.
Okay, fine.
You have a problem. And it's a small problem right now. But it can lead to many worse things. I have something here I want to show you.
Did you write a...
For those of you just listening, I'm recording this as well. Brian has a problem with Dale Earnhardt Jr. memorabilia.
That's Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Dale Earnhardt Sr. memorabilia as well.
And don't put your greasy fingerprints on this.
This is an unopened sun drop. How much did you pay for this?
Dad gave it to me.
Where was he hiding it?
He's had it down in the man cave for years. He's had this. He bought this.
Trinket.
No.
Trinket.
No, did you ever see the video of the L.A. Beast? Do you know who L.A. Beast is?
No.
Okay, you should probably watch his videos. If
disgusting things. No.
Anybody out there who is very sensitive towards bodily fluids, don't watch him. He drank a 20-year-old bottle of Pepsi Crystal.
That's
he
fine.
also drank 2 liters of Sprite and ate, I think, 8 bananas.
See, that's
he
like normal food binge stuff.
No. He also drank an entire half gallon of olive oil. 24,000 calories. He put it into a big beer glass and drank it in 6 minutes. No, he's white.
Oh. I remember the Asian dude that used to binge eat things.
He also drank...
like a mile of fruit roll-ups.
You know the Barefoot Moscata jugs?
Yeah.
He bought a jug of Tabasco, drank half of it, and threw up violently.
Yeah. Okay.
Very violent.
Do you remember?
But now this is the centerpiece for the table.
We don't have to do this anymore. I just wanted that beginning part recorded on video. Do you remember the dude on YouTube named Ashens? The British dude?
No.
I watched him eat a 50-year-old military ration.
Oh, guys do that all the time. They just say it tastes dry.
No, there's like worse things. Like he would get all kinds of terrible things, and he would try it and and he was like a very calm, very soothing British person.
Hold on, let me see if
We can look it up after.
That's very fair.
But that's what that reminds me of. Anyway, you have a problem. You need help. We're here for you. Every month you don't buy something with Dale Earnhardt Jr. or Sr., we're going to give you a chip.
So there's this. So there's the China. So for everybody to know, we found this. Well, not found. I knew all of it. Also, that's $7.50 on eBay. Unopened.
Drink it.
No. Anyway, what it is,
sealed.
it's a sun drop glass bottle, Dale Earnhardt Sr., 1979 Rookie of the Year, Series 1. That's what it is. Just a cool thing.
Is it from 1979?
Yeah.
Drink it.
Oh.
Does it have any floaties?
I doubt it. It's a sealed bottle of soda. It's probably just flat and nasty. It's been sealed and out of the sun. It was in a cardboard box and...
Can you drink it on your wedding?
No, I'm not drinking it. If I buy 2 more, I'll drink one. If you drink one. I lied. I'm not going to drink one.
I'll do it if you do it.
No, I'll pass. Anyway, what was I going to say?
Content, dude. People would love to see that.
Why did the door stay open?
Because you never shut it.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, big news. Not only have we formed the LLC, I now live on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and Aaron live on our own.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Really weird.
Beffy, if you're listening, when I came in the house today, I yelled, "Hi, Beffy," just in solidarity.
Like, I know this is the grown-up thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
What makes it weird is my parents left me.
Mm-hmm. You have empty nest syndrome.
I am the empty nester.
Your elders are all grown up.
That's true. It's weird. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like it'd be different. Like what you did is just move out with other people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just me and Aaron. Well,
Yeah.
Goose and
Mm-hmm.
eventually a fish tank. I settled on what fish I'm getting. Jaguar cichlids.
I don't know what that means.
A cool fish.
Okay.
Um,
I'll be here to wreck the party in a couple months.
no, they're gonna be expensive fish.
No, I meant your solidarity.
In
Your
NASCAR?
solitary.
Oh yeah,
Your
Ryan-
house.
yeah,
I'm
Ryan
going
is
to wreck
moving
it.
So
What
things
else?
that have happened.
We're getting stickers.
We're getting stickers. Yeah,
They're going to be for sale.
they're going to be for sale as soon as possible. Still kind of jumping through hoops trying to get a bank account set up because God forbid a small business gets a fucking bank account.
Mhm. Thanks, Biden.
It's literally worse than going to the DMV. No,
Yeah.
it's not Biden. It's just these fucking laws.
They don't want to see
Or not
you.
laws, bylaws, or code, whatever you want to call them.
They don't want to see you up.
Blank Bank wants all the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough. Needs both of us there, even though I have your signature and all your information.
Mm-hmm.
And wants 3 forms of identification,
Yeah.
3 forms of proof of mailing address for the business, and then 3 forms of your ID.
Mm-hmm.
If we weren't TD members, it would be 4.
And the soul of our firstborn son and pictures of the pubes on my asshole.
All to give them money
Mhm.
that they're going to gamble anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyway. So, hopefully, I just sent another application in. What would that have been? Saturday? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I should hear back tomorrow.
If not, we're just going to start burying
yeah,
the money out
well-
back.
Well, the Venmo account is set up, so we do have some OG stickers available. I think they're 3.5 or 2 inch by 5 inch.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few, a select few. They're $4 a piece if you want them. If I have to ship them, it's $6, but $4 a piece if you come get them or meet me somewhere. You know.
And
Just
how many hoodies do you have left?
One.
One? What size?
I have one large hoodie. That's $35. And it's first come, first serve, cash, Venmo, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool thing is the room next door. We're going to turn into the shipping/inventory room. That's going to be cool. Also, you know, this just clicked into my brain. Do you remember what your promise was for if when we hit 2 years?
No.
I'll have to go back and look. It might be on like episode 3 or 4. You talked about a promise that you would get for the podcast.
The neon sign?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Your boy's broke. We're about to go on a hunting trip.
Wow, hold on. The last podcast that came out was a 2-year podcast.
That flew over our
Yeah, I
heads.
didn't even realize
Yeah.
that. That's 104.
We made
would
it
be,
2 years. That's nuts.
Yeah, 104 would be 2 years. Well, yeah. Now, granted, there's a bunch of skipped episodes.
Yeah.
So,
This is the most consistent thing I've done since I started breathing.
and sorry about last week. It was bad. It was just a shit show last
What?
weekend. The no podcast last week.
I thought you did one with Tyler.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Work was Monday and moving and everything else.
School.
Another thing, so with the lull of waterfowl hunting, I guess we should talk about that first. With September goose season coming to an end, how did you feel it went? I know we're kicking a dead horse talking about goose hunting, but
I think we brushed over it. I'll keep it short and sweet. We got screwed every time except for James because the birds would just switch up all the time. Even after James, they just switch their routines. It's fine. And when they wanted it, they really, really, really wanted it bad.
Can you hand me that Molly's koozie? No, the Molly, yeah.
But thanks to James's hunt, I'm happy with this goose season.
Yeah.
That was good. That hunt made up for everything else.
I think I'm happy with it, too. We got skunked twice. Last day 3 times, which we should.
The residents. We'll get migrators a little bit better, I think.
And that's going to be a really fun weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Goose hunting Thanksgiving.
And small game hunting.
Yeah, obviously. Goose hunt in the morning, squirrel hunt in the afternoon. Thursday, we're either going to goose hunt again or sea duck hunt or Friday, we're either going to goose hunt again or sea duck hunt with Buggy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday, me, you, Riley, and I believe Scotty, who was Hunter, who was on the podcast previously, are going to go brant hunting all together.
Very excited.
So we're going to need your boat.
Hopefully it runs.
I also need to I need to get that stuff off of Kenny. I've been screwing that in the pooch. So yeah, goose hunting's been all right. Another update. We went to the barn to get show last Saturday.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
That was your first time at like a real waterfowl kind of.
I bought 3 hoodies.
You bought 3?
Yeah.
What was the third one?
I don't know.
You bought 2.
Did I?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I bought 3.
I
brought 1.
You brought
and had
one.
2.
Yeah.
I remember I walked out of there with 3 hoodies. So, there was that. Also, shout out to the Easy Deeks hoodie.
Yeah, Easy Deeks.
I didn't realize
Ryan
that
over
wasn't
Easy
a
Deeks.
normal hoodie when I bought it. It's got like the stretchy sides and like the fleece on the inside. 10 out of 10 hoodie. I was wearing that without a shirt. It was soft.
Yeah, we saw our buddy Austin again working the DEP booth. Always a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I did the goose calling competition. I screwed up in the middle of my routine. I ended up, I think, I scored 5th out of 9, something like that. But it's just a fun competition.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. You see guys you only really see there.
We saw Jimmy Muller.
Yep. I got to see Muller. We met a good friend of the podcast, James Caruso. Really cool meeting him finally, other than Snapchat. Just some really cool decoy work, stuff like that. And that was kind of the last really 2 weeks. Well, no, this past week I went deer hunting twice. Didn't see shit on Saturday. And then I had my target buck walk out at 40 to 45 yards. And just kept on walking. Never stopped. Never gave me a chance to shoot him. Nothing. Just walk by. But I got him on a pattern, so hopefully next Sunday I'll see him again.
Scoot a little closer.
Well, 40 yards is not a big deal for me. I had no shot. That was kind of the whole, like, I had a 0.5 seconds to stop him, and my brain was just like, holy shit, this is the first deer I've seen in the woods in 2 years. So, partially on me, partially, I don't know. You can't blame the deer. They're creatures. So.
And this coming weekend, we're finally going on our Maryland hunt.
Yes. I talked to Jeff last week and today. Gray. Wear gray.
I'm wearing the Easy Deeks hoodie.
Perfect. The only other thing is, we'll explain all this off podcast, but hopefully what this hurricane does stays out of our path. Seems like he's a little worried about it. But everything I see is 70 degrees and sunny for Saturday.
Depends on how this hits.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to hit, Thursday? Or Friday? But, I mean, there's nothing
It's supposed to hit Thursday.
There's nothing in the forecast
as long as it doesn't work its way up too quick.
for us or them. Not even... Like, where we're at right now, nothing. The forecast is beautiful for the next week. Today's the hottest it's going to be in a week and a half. What's great, I mean, we need rain. Don't get me wrong.
Also, keep a friend of the podcast, Dave Chambers, in your thoughts. His house is down there in Florida, and he's right in the red zone. It just got built. Yeah. He said it's pretty hurricane-proof, but he's right in the red zone.
Not if that hurricane's like the one that just, what was that, Irvin? The one that just came through.
Yeah.
Wiped out Tennessee and all that. North Carolina. Yeah, lost all them people down there. I couldn't.
I'll never live in Florida.
I couldn't imagine.
I'll never ever live in Florida. Or any. Yeah, I want to be up on a mountain somewhere.
All right, so let's talk about another state that we will never live in.
Mm-hmm.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. So we complain about our laws here in New Jersey.
I don't really complain. Everybody else seems to pitch a fit.
But after reading that article that you sent me,
Oh, I didn't send it to you.
well, I looked it up.
You
You told me to look it up. I'm actually kind of grateful for New Jersey, and I know there's people probably throwing up in their mouths right now for me saying that.
But
when you hear this,
so I saw it on Facebook groups, on like diver groups and stuff like that, because Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts is a pretty good place to go if you want to shoot some diver ducks and sea ducks. But yeah, so to sum it up, I'll let Ryan go into detail. What it is it's now, correct me, it's just for non-residents, right? This
there's
particular law.
There's some things that
So for
apply.
non-residents, you have to register your firearm prior to hunting in Massachusetts.
So I didn't read anything with that. The gun has to comply with their laws.
Which means no semi-automatics.
But if you even could make it that far, which you can't because of this second part, let me find it real quick.
The first time I saw it, it was nuts. Like, I mean, I don't know. Other than Maine, I don't really know. I guess Maine and New York. Anything north of Jersey, I don't know what the. I'm trying to think of the words here. Like how much revenue hunters bring in, but it's got to be enough. I mean, just look at New Jersey, an out-of-state, or New York, an out-of-state license is $100. And even if you get, 100 guys, and that's $10,000, that's property taxes on so many state-owned land. This is just going to turn so many people away. You ready?
Keep going.
I'm running out here.
So, I misread this part, but you need an FID.
Which we have.
But it needs to be a Massachusetts FID. And the instructor has to be approved by the Massachusetts Colonel of State Police.
So what that means is you have to be in person to get your FID, because I'm assuming there's some kind of shooting course.
And you need to find an instructor that is qualified, but you can't find an instructor because the law hasn't been established yet. And there's no... And when they talk about magazines, too, with the semi-automatics, there's no date of stamp on magazines, so your shotgun barrel is restricted.
What do you mean? So what's
it's to 10 rounds, which, I mean, it's not gonna hold in there anyway. So we might be able to get away with it because our FID might transfer when they write the laws. We might be able to get away with that. But a lot of other states that don't require something like that, you're beat. You're not going to get it. I mean, they're going to appeal it, like the NRA, and everybody's going to, try to appeal it and all of that. I don't know. It's the normal things of like the ghost gun banning. The weirdest part about the whole thing was muzzle loaders.
And what's that about? Muzzlers, you think deer hunting, and correct me if I'm wrong, what's the deer hunting situation in Massachusetts?
It says the exemption for possessing the ammunition for the antique firearms / muzzle loaders without a license has been repealed.
Say that again, sorry.
let me read the whole thing. The exemption for possessing the ammunition for antique firearms / muzzleloaders without a license has been repealed. It is our understanding that possession of black powder or substitutes, priming caps, musket balls, mini balls, etc. would require an FID to purchase and possess. It appears that a non-licensed individual can own a gun, but not anything that would make it fire. So in order to buy black powder, you need an FID.
Okay. Wait, just to buy the black powder?
Just to buy the primer, any of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's new. I did not know about that. It's
You can't own a semi-automatic anything.
In the state of Massachusetts?
According to the new law, a non-resident who is at least 18 years of age may possess rifles and shotguns that are not of large capacity or semi-automatic, and ammunition, therefore, if the non-resident has a permit, card, or license issued from a state, blah, 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 blah. That's just, and your FID has to be approved by the colonel of the state police.
Wow.
Yeah, you just don't
go to Massachusetts.
Just don't hunt there. Don't carry there. Don't hunt there. Don't do anything there.
Don't go
don't
to
even
Massachusetts.
go there. Yeah.
That's it goes a little deeper than what I thought. I thought it was just basically they're gonna up the fee for non-resident license. You can't bring a semi-automatic, and you have to register
Which
your
is
firearm.
wild because most people for waterfowl hunting use semi-automatic shotguns.
Oh, it's 100% going to turn people away. Now, there's probably going to be some older fellas that say screw it and go anyway because they've been doing it for years. But you got to look at it like New York's right there. If you're driving down from Maine, it's an extra 3 hours just to drive to Long Island. Mm-hmm. If you're coming from PA, it's shorter. If you're coming from Jersey, anywhere else in the country, it's shorter to get to New York than Massachusetts. Or you just go directly south and go to Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. I don't. Rhode Island's got. No, I guess the Cape would be Massachusetts, but it's nuts to me that they do this. I don't know if they just don't want.
They don't hunting. The laws are written by people that don't hunt.
Well, I'm 100% full agreement.
When they hear semi-automatic, they think, and we have different opinions on it. They think of semi-automatic ARs. They don't realize that semi-automatic shotguns are a staple of the waterfowl community.
Not just the waterfowl community. Turkey. I mean, now granted, a lot of turkey guys will be like, a lot of turkey guys use a pump. No, a lot of turkey guys use a pump. Or a single shot.
You don't need a semi-automatic for turkey hunting. I don't.
No, but what I'm saying is
you might have one finisher.
What I'm saying is the semi-automatic scope of range goes outside of waterfowl as a whole, especially nowadays. Deer drivers want semi-automatics. Even regular deer hunters want semi-automatics. I mean, it's not just primarily waterfowl. 100% agree. But I don't get it. I mean, it is going to turn, I would assume, 80% of their non-resident revenue.
So this is how it's going to play out. One, hunting in Massachusetts is going to be very limited. They're going to turn away all of the hunters, and it's going to stay like that, and Massachusetts isn't going to be a place where people hunt. Or they realize how much money they're losing for conservation by doing this and turning away. Even in-staters aren't going to want to do it anymore. They're not going to. I mean, they might go out and buy a new gun to do it, but.
So I'm reading here, wildlife-related recreation in Massachusetts generates about $2 billion in retail sales annually. Now, let's just cut that to $500 million for. Let's even go $100 million for license sales, because it's retail sales. So you're talking hunting products, stuff at like a Bass Pro. I don't know if there's a Bass Pro Cabela's in Massachusetts, but something like that.
The equivalent, yeah.
Yes. But so you're talking $100 million in license sales. that has got to get cut by 30%.
I was going to say 50%.
I don't know about 50% because, once again, I don't know how...
It could just be just like Jersey, and it was like a refuge where like people don't talk about it, but it's a place to hunt.
Oh, no, I know there's people that go to Massachusetts. Like I said, hunting diver ducks is, I mean, that's what you do in Massachusetts. There's not really too many puddle ducks to be found, if I could imagine. That's more or less your Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, come down south. But yeah, I mean, what better place to hunt sea ducks and diver ducks than the Atlantic Ocean? And the bays right there on the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, it's not like New Jersey where they can hop from bay to bay and then they're out in 2 days. It's Massachusetts. They're all going to come by.
I think option B's the most likely one to play out. They're going to realize that they shot themselves in the foot with conservation money, and they're going to change it. Or the NRA is going to successfully get it reversed.
But as such a small state, do you think they care about the conservation money?
I think if somebody's department gets cut, somebody's going to make an uproar about it. That's the government.
That's a good point. I see that.
That's just how the government works. When they get their money cut, they cause a big scene. They don't want their money cut.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Yeah, they're getting their funny up.
You beat me to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope this isn't a trend that we see moving forward.
We will be moving if New Jersey does that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it'll probably be a state south.
It ain't gonna be Florida.
One state south.
It ain't gonna be Delaware.
Why not?
Because Maryland's right there.
No sales tax.
Okay, we can go shop in Delaware and live in Maryland.
We'll see. Hopefully New Jersey doesn't. I love where I live, and I wouldn't want to change it.
I don't think they will. I think there's at least a few people that are smart enough to realize the idiocy.
I mean,
they got the bear thing overturned.
I was just going to bring that up. Look what happened with bear hunting.
We've been talking about that for 2 years.
Yeah.
We don't have to beat
that
dead horse.
We're not going to harp
but
on
I'm
that,
saying
it's a prime example.
They realize they mess up and it changes back. And Massachusetts could be the same way. Who knows? They realize they messed up. This is just somebody's talking. Some Democratic politician. This is going to be on their list of
I
things.
did this. Vote me for Senate next year.
And then once they're out, somebody will change it.
You guys out in the crowd ever see the South Park episode with the bikers? Yeah, that's going to be the Democrats here. Who is calling you? I swear. Oh,
It's my mother.
yeah, you better answer that.
Well, it's early. She's just asking if I'm coming home or not.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. When's the last time you were home?
Saturday.
Ha! Oh, I guess. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Trying to think if there's anything else we really need to cover this episode.
Nope. The next episode's going to be a bigger one.
Oh, so here's a really cool thing. I haven't even told Ryan about this. This is a shock for him. November 1st, we are going to start a Patreon account. We are going to have, like I said, November 1st, because it's going to give me time to figure out the ins and outs of how to do this. The first on the docket is going to be a 10-episode series called The Call Corner. And I'm going to be talking to different call makers and call companies and competition callers for half-hour, 40-minute podcast. Just some extra content for you guys that, really enjoy what we do. When it gets closer, we'll send out the link. I'm sure Ryan's going to do some stuff for this as well. It's not going to be something that's, started up and dried out. There's a lot of cool ideas we have for it. Ryan's sitting over here like, what the fuck? Like I said, I have everything mapped out for the first series, and I'm not, like I said, November 1st, it gives me time to kind of get everything going. It gives us time to get everything going.
Told you that was exactly what she was calling me for.
As always, we really appreciate you guys tuning in to the podcast. If there's anything you want to hear, please, 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 please DM us. I believe there's still the option to, quote, text us, at least in the Spotify. In our Spotify bio, just click send us a message, and we will see it. Other than that,
That's all I got.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening.
See ya.